If a pear grows on a pear tree and an apple grows on an apple tree, where does a turkey grow? On a pole tree. Hello, I'm Kovar, and today I'm standing in front of Eric. And it looks like I can't do the next thing for him, so I think I'm gonna do a main scenario quest, Believe in Yourself. Sylph. Now where is that? That is the Black Shroud. Hawthorne Hut, I can... Wait. I think I have a ticket for that, don't I? No, where's... Spur Bay. No, that's not the Hawthorne Hut. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, we're going to the Hawthorne Hut, and we're spending 523 gil to get there. Always fun to immediately start by teleporting. Let's see, and I am going toward this way. Okay. This is some lovely music right here that I wouldn't hear if I was hearing the Chocobo music. Not that I don't like the Chocobo music, but, you know, you can't just hear the Chocobo music all the time. How's everyone going to feel if I don't bother doing voices for these people? They're hard on my throat, and I suspect hard to listen to. Yeah, I did turn off the music for the Chocobo. And I'm glad I did. Luxio wants you to discuss peace with FFXIV. Okay, what voice should I do then? This one has been expecting Walking One. This one fetches Elder One. No, that's completely wrong. It's better to just do nothing than to do whatever that is. But I will do her voice. This one is pleased to see Walking One again. Welcome to the home of these ones. I do enjoy doing voices. Most of this race, I can't do good voices for. But the old lady, I can do an old lady voice. Oh no! Ah, there you are, Kovar. We have just been hearing tell of your deeds and of daring do. Well done. Ah, the walking ones who aided Noraxia. This one is grateful. A pleasure to have been of service. If you do not mind my asking, how did your misadventure come about? This one does not mind. The misadventures, as Walking One calls them, of this one began when Imperial Ones entered the wood. Fearing trouble, these ones decided to watch Imperial Ones closely. But these ones watched too closely, and Imperial Ones noticed and tried to catch these ones. Having nowhere else to hide, this one fled into Totorak. Would that this one had not. In Totorak, a sinister one robed in black tried to feed this one to a many-legged one. A sinister one robed in black? Why do I have the feeling I should be more worried about that than I am? That's a good question. That's a weird question, but a good one. Elder FFXIV, we come to you as emissaries of the nation of Gridania. This missive bears the words of the Elder Seedseer. This one sees, so walking ones of Gridania are fearful of Lord Ramu. Plainly put, yes. Your people summoned the Lord of Leven but once, yet that single occurrence occasioned great alarm. But it's not as if the Gridanians dislike you or anything. Actually, it's just the opposite. They think of you as friends, and they don't want anything to get in the way of that. That's why the Elder Seedseer wrote to you. This one well knows and respects Horned One Kani Senna. Be assured, Like walking ones of Gridania, these ones have no desire for conflict. These ones resorted to summoning Lord Ramu to protect the wood from the Imperial ones. This one counseled against doing so, but was not heeded. Against this one's wishes, Lord Ramu was summoned, and all those ones who took part became touched ones. We learned about touched ones. These ones want so desperately to turn touched ones back to normal ones, but did not know how, and still do not know. Touched ones, meanwhile, wanted to turn these ones into touched ones, and did know how. So this one fled to Little Solace with all those ones who did not wish to be bound to Lord Ramu. But walking ones of Gridania need not fear touched ones or Lord Ramu. Like other primal ones, Lord Ramu is not callous and cruel. So long as walking ones do not trespass on these ones' ancestral homeland, where touched ones reside, walking ones will not suffer thunderous judgment. That's good to know. This one has spoken enough of touched ones. This one would speak instead of these ones. As this one said, these ones desire a peace with walking ones of Gridania, and so these ones ask for a chance to set things right. By way of an addendum, mortals who are tempered come to take on the qualities embodied by the primal in question. In the case of the sylphs, Ramu's influence has made them fiercely protective of their homeland. That explains why they're so hostile towards trespassers, but what about the abductions? A fine question, Nita. The abductions are, I believe, an expression of the tempered sylph's desire for reconciliation, another quality traditionally associated with Ramu. In the crudest manner imaginable, they seek to bring their fellows back into the fold, a timely reminder that the challenges posed by each primal are unique. Elder Prixio, we thank you for making your will known to us. The people of Gridania will rest easier in the knowledge that they and the sylphs are united in their desire for peace. Wishing to cooperate, this one has written down the feelings of these ones. Please see that these feelings are conveyed to Horde 1 Kane-sana. And with that, I believe we can lay the matter of Ramu to rest. That Sylph Elder is very reasonable, I must say. You could learn a lot from him. Was that a jibe? If so, I feel it only fair to observe that one of us wouldn't recognize reason if it punched her on the nose. Did I say fair? I meant reasonable. Oh, shut up, dude. Anyway, we're going to head back to the Waking Sands and tell Minfilia all about it. Fear not, we will be sure to mention the instrumental part you played in all of this, and while we see to that, we should appreciate it if you deliver Frixio's missive to the Adder's Nest. Elder Frixio, we humbly thank you for your time. It has been an honor. The honor is this one's. Together, let the waking ones of Gridania and these ones find a way to live in peace. Walking ones, waking ones, I can't read. I can't read! This one is illiterate. Please wait, Walking One Kovar. This one has yet to give Walking One a token of this one's appreciation. When these ones summoned Lord Ramu, these ones were gifted this crystal. This one would now bestow the crystal upon Walking One as a symbol of these ones' trust. Does it do anything? Or is it just a crystal? I don't think the crystals in this game do anything, but I could be wrong. Oh, they give me cutscenes! Aliens. He's doing the aliens hand gesture from the meme. And if we collect all 7, we get to turn into Adult Link. That's not right. Adult Link's the one who collects them. We get to go to Ganon's tower. Oh, this one was not mistaken about Walking One. Walking One is destined to walk a fate far crueler than this one can imagine. A brilliant light from within Walking One enveloped the crystal. This one saw. Mark this one well. That crystal will one day be of use to Walking One. Walking One must keep that crystal safe at all times. It's character development, but I don't know what kind. Before Walking One returns to Gridania, this one would ask Walking One to watch Touched Ones. So long as Touched Ones are not troubled, Touched Ones will not make trouble. If Walking One witnesses Touched Ones making no trouble, mayhap Walking One can testify to Walking Ones of Gridania that these ones mean no harm. These ones' homeland is fraught with danger. This one marks down safe places to look out for Touched Ones. Okay, this sounds like my next main story quest. Wait a minute. Look out east of Little Solace. Now, where is that? That is... Oh, that's just over here. Okay. That's the development. Yeah, I mean, this isn't like a more character-driven game like Final Fantasy VII or something. You can't really develop the character in the same way in a game like this. And that's not a criticism. It's just a different kind of thing. Well, I'm here. I don't really know what I'm doing. But I am here. What am I doing? There's these ones that I can't talk to or interact with. All that I see here is this thing. You have to use the /lookout. Of course I do. Do I have to, like, stand right on it? There we go. There we go. And now I can see them. They're just wandering around, being a cutscene for me to watch. There are tempered sylphs in the distance. You do not sense that they pose a danger if left alone. Well, no, that's like the whole plot. Of course they don't pose a danger. If they did, things would turn out very different. Oh, stand /lookout. It even said /lookout. I'm just a stupid head. Okay. That's fine, that's fine. Now we have to go... Oh, I didn't need to get on there. I need to go to New Gridania. I can do that. Spending more money. I need more quests that give me money. Okay. Going this way. I don't know what I'm looking for, but I'll know it when I see it. I think it might be you. Ah, if it isn't Kovar, how went the meeting with the Sylphs? A missive from the Sylph Elder himself, if I may. Oh, I gave him a French accent before, didn't I? So the Sylphs have no desire for conflict, nor do they intend to summon Ramo. He's got a very French name. And so long as we leave the Tempered Ones be, we need not fear any aggression on their part. The Elder Cecil will be overjoyed to hear that the Sylphs have welcomed our overtures, and in the knowledge that they bear us no ill will, we may channel our resources towards tackling the more conspicuous threats to our security. Or maybe it was someone else I gave the French accent, but he's got such a French name, it had to have been him. You have done this nation a great service, my friend. On behalf of all good onions, I give you my thanks. There's the money I wanted. Give me another quest. This Sylphic folk have long been friends to Gridania. The mere thought of being at war with them pains the elder sincere to no end. Maybe I was giving French accents to all of them. I don't remember. But owing to your efforts, she will be able to rest easier. Being the benevolent soul that she is, my lady will surely try to find a way to reverse the tempering process. Once again, I thank you. Had the scions of the seventh dawn not offered to mediate between our peoples, suspicion and doubt may well have led us into needless conflict. Pray pass on my regards to Lady Minfilia. Hello, Kovar. Can you hear me? It is I, Minfilia. Ida and Papalimo returned some while ago, and they wasted no time in regaling me with the tale of your exploits. Thanks in large part to you, the name of one primal may be struck from our list of enemies, and the Gridanians may turn their attention to more pressing matters. Well done. Yet the end of one tale is but the start of another. Pray return to the waking sands at your earliest convenience. I would apprise you of the present situation in person. So, I mean, obviously I'm an American. I'm not French. I'm not even Canadian. My French accent, though, is based on one specific person I know. My 6th grade French teacher, who had a very, very strong French accent. Okay, now here, I'm going to the Waking Sands. This is the time to use a ticket. Use. That's my secret, Cap. I can only do an accent if I can think of a specific person or voice that has that accent. I can't just do accents willy-nilly. If I'm doing an English accent, I'm probably doing an impression of a person that has that particular accent. Not always, but that's where they come from for me. Ta-doo! I'm going down here. Okay, fine, I'm talking to her. Well, if it isn't my favorite adventure! Welcome back, Kovar! Lady Minfilia awaits you within the solar. Please enter at your leisure. Okay, now I can enter at my... There we go. I have to click the glowing thing. Who would have guessed? I'm given to understand that the matter of Ramo has finally been resolved. I fear resolved bespeaks a permanence we cannot rightly claim. Yet I am well satisfied that the Lord of Levin will not trouble us in the foreseeable future. Your satisfaction is assurance enough for me. How fares the investigation? Well enough. Tancred is sparing no effort. They are many and one, just as you suspected. Their purpose, however, eludes us still. I see. I have been meaning to ask, but is Alice quite well? I feel as if I have scarcely seen her in recent days. Oh, you haven't, and nor have I, alas. Alice has chosen to walk her own path, stubborn girl, but you may be assured that our destination remains the same. And on that note, I take my leave of you. I trust the Baldasian report will serve you well. Now, what is that report? I take it we can proceed as discussed. Why do you ask? You scarcely need my permission to act. Hi, it's me. I'm going through the doors. Not yet, I'm not. I don't remember that kid's voice. It is good to see you again, Kovar. I remember her voice, just doing my worst accent. I've been looking forward to congratulating you on your triumph in the Twelfth Wood. Owing to your efforts, conflict has been averted. Truly, you have done the Scions proud. With that, we can strike Rommel from the list. So, who's next? The Sahagin and Leviathan? The Lord of the Quarrel has not answered his minion's call of late, nor is he expected to do so in the near future. While the Sahagin remain as aggressive as ever, they lack the quantity of crystals required to call forth their god. As with the Sylphs, we can leave them to their own devices, for a time at least. What a time bears repeating. We cannot afford to fall complacent. It is as Ishtola says. Unless we know the minds of the beast tribes, we cannot predict with any certainty when next a primal will return to plague the land. This being the case, we must proceed with as much haste as prudence allows. Any word on Titan? The Maelstrom keeps the kobolds under constant observation. We shall hear from them ere long, you may depend on it. Indeed, so then, of all the known primals that have been active in recent times, we are left with... Gridania! Wait, I mean Garuda, who's the primal of the Ixal who live near Gridania. Yes, that's what I meant. So many malms to cover. Would that there were a more efficient way to conduct our surveys. Were he still with us, we should not long have wanted for a more practicable solution. Who's he?
She's not wrong there. Where in the world are you, Chief?
But one sure step at a time. Henceforth, the Order of the Twin Adder will handle all matters pertaining to the Sylphs under the sage guidance of the Seedseers. I bid you all enjoy a moment's respite. You have earned it.
I earned it too. Don't hold me behind. She's holding me behind.
I have one more thing to say to you, Kovar. Is there something else, Kovar?
Oh, I have one more thing to say to her. Yeah, Biggs and Wedge. There's hardly a Final Fantasy without him.
Beg pardon? A man named Lahabreus, sporting a red mask and robed in black? Oh, preserve.
I think Final Fantasy VI was the first one to do that. I may be mistaken. Except they screwed up the translation and called it Vixen Wedge.
Prior to the calamity, the Asians took great pains to remain hidden. Why would they choose to cast off their veil of secrecy now? Gods, this bodes ill. We must take advantage of the present lull in primal hostilities and investigate this Lahabrea. Learn all we can of him and his designs. I dread to think...
Oh no, not Tataru!
Tataru!
I did completely the wrong eek. I can't do a proper scream. Uh-oh!
A sylph? In Thanalan? At long last, this one finds walking one Kovar. This one is most dependable of these ones, is sent by Elder One Frixio to help walking ones. This one is called Noroxia. This one comes as a friend. Let these ones be friends.
Friends don't cover their faces.
Pleasure to meet you, Noroxia.
Except at Halloween parties. But that leaf looks like a disguise. Okay, and now we have to speak with Minfilia again. Well, that's okay. It was so fun last time. I want to go through the... You kicked me out of the room just to make me go back in. Come on. Where did I get to be in here and there's not a cutscene actively playing the second I enter?
Yes,
Tataru is as ready to express her fright as she is to express everything else. Not all of us are forged of the same steel as you, I'm afraid.
Nothing wrong with that.
But it takes all kinds to make a family, and it pleases me to no end to see ours continue to grow. One by one, the people of Eorzea are beginning to unite, Kovar, drawn to the hope that shines within you. Yet a darkness threatens to engulf this light. Never have I doubted the Askians' presence, but that they have grown so brazen as to carry out their work in plain sight fills me with a sense of deep foreboding.
1201. I'm making my money back. Yeah, this room is just like the cutscene room. Here's another one.
I am afraid there is no rest for the weary, Kovar. We must delve further into the motivations of the masked man, the Askian known as La Habrea. This is an ideal moment to do so, while our hands are not bound dealing with another primal. At present, we know little and less about the Askians, only that destruction follows in their wake. I should not be surprised if these beings are behind the chaos that racks the realm. If my fears prove to be reality, we must do all in our power to stop them. Earlier, I sent word to each Grand Company to solicit cooperation. The Immortal Flames responded to the effect that they have information on a potential sighting.
Yeah, I don't know any Final Fantasy XIV memes. This is the first time I've heard that. I don't really follow fandoms of any sort, really. I used to follow the Sonic fandom. Let me tell you, don't follow the Sonic fandom or the Undertale fandom.
This is intelligence that we can ill afford to ignore. Go speak with Flame Commander Swift at the Hall of Flames in Uldar to inquire further.
Actually, the worst is probably Five Nights, but we don't need to talk about Five Nights at Freddy's.
How you go about the investigation thereafter, I leave wholly to your discretion.
Well, I leave my discretion to quest lines.
But whatever you do, never forget that we are dealing with the unknown. You cannot take too many precautions. Be safe, Kovar.
Doing this terrible British accent really hurts my soul. Speak with Swift at the Hall of Flames. But where is the Hall of Flames? I don't know where anything is. It is in Uldar. Okay. No, I set my home to Limsa. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We're just gonna go to the steps of Uldar. That'll do. That'll do. Okay. Time to AT&T. Sorry, time to T-Mobile our way over there. AT&T was gonna be just a mobile joke because Sprint. Oh no, I'm incompetent! That almost was faster. But then I decided to go with T-Mobile because they're the ones who bought Sprint. The Masked Man! Ah, you come on behalf of the Scions of... You are come on behalf of the Scions, of course. Yes, as we've already relayed to Lady Minfilia, there has been a sighting of this rogue near about Eastern Thanalan. A brass blade stationed at Highbridge described him in detail when he alerted us to suspicious activity. I would point you to the witness, but I'm afraid he died not 2 days ago. Slain by a marauding horde of Kikirn, fate can be a cruel mistress. But do not be too quick to despair. Being situated on a trade route, Highbridge sees its fair share of travelers. Folks are always coming and going, and some among them may well have caught a glimpse of your target. You could always do worse than to speak with a merchant named Hihibaru. The fellow's always starved for customers, and he'd no doubt welcome your attention whether or not you have coin or the mind to spend it. Hihibaru, huh? I can guess what race that is by the name, and I'm gonna turn down gain on my mic just a little bit because I'm peaking a little more than I'd like to. That should be better. Yeah. Hybrid. Whoa, look at that animation frame rate for a second there. That... I guess we're going to Camp Dry Bones. And what are we finding here but a chance to use the company chocobo. Is there any chance I will ever remember where places are? It's pretty slim. Pretty slim. You know, you gotta feel like they knew that the people were returning the Waking Sands all the time just by giving them those tickets, and they maybe should have thought, oh, maybe the fact that we had to give the player like 1 million tickets to this place might have been an indication that that we screwed up our progression a little bit. Okay, and... oh, there you are! I was right! I didn't say what race it was, but the name gate made it obvious. We got the repeated first syllable. They're all like that. Welcome to Highbridge, adventurer. Whatever you seek, I, Hibaru, can provide it. Probably. You're after a masked man? I'm not sure I have one of those in stock. Oh, you're after a masked man. Why didn't you say so sooner? Such an individual might have featured in one of the many rumors I've heard. If you linger a while, mayhap you'll learn a thing or two, eh? Oh, crystal here? Is there not a crystal here? This seems like a town. Seems like it should have one. Interesting. Whoa! Oh, I have to talk to him again. That's right. You talk to him to turn in the quest, and then you talked on the Waking Sands. Oh, is there not one there? Never noticed that either. When the Order of Nalthal began excavating the ruins below, I had hopes that Highbridge would turn into a bustling hub for pilgrims. But thanks to the nigh-endless beastman raids, folk are too afraid to come within a mile of here. Yeah, that sounds like they didn't think that through all the way is what that sounds like. I sold everything I owned to get my venture started, and I'm loath to give up without making an earnest effort to stick it out. But if things keep going as they are, I'll be bankrupt before the moon is through. Whining won't do him any good, though. No, for my business to survive, I need business. Speaking of which, perhaps you'd like to browse my wares, spend a bit of coin to help a struggling merchant. The masked man? Bah! I'll take your bloody masked man. I know what I said before, but vague rumors are all I've got. If you want to know about him, go and ask the other merchants. Can I go shopping? I cannot go shopping. Okay. Well, we got 3 merchants to talk to. And over there's the first one. Multiloquent merchant. That's one hell of a $5 word right there. Aye, I've heard of the Masked Devil. Seems he's been appearing not only around Highbridge, but elsewhere about Thanalan too. Enough folk have reported seeing him to convince me he's more than a figment of my imagination, but who's known about him otherwise? Okay, that's 1 down, 2 to go. Much rather hunt robed men, who may or may not turn into Sephiroth at a moment's notice. Is it down there? No, it's not down there. On the bridge? Oh, there's an offshoot on the bridge. Okay. On the trail of a masked man. I've heard of him, but only in hushed tones and faint whispers. It said he wears a black hooded robe and looks right suspicious, and that's about all I can say, little though it is. It is. Look at me doing the accent wrong. Hello, folks. Okay. Last one will be over here. Impassive merchant.
Have I seen a masked man wearing a dark robe? No, I haven't, nor do I wish to. Business is bad enough without shady characters lurking about. Folk have been giving our bridge a wide berth because of all the cocoon raids. None but the most devout of pilgrims are willing to come here anymore.
And now I speak back again with Hihibaro. Didn't know anything useful before, but now? Now we're at a different part of the quest line. Let's see if you've got anything more useful that you've been holding back on me. Judging by your expression, I take it you didn't learn much of use. Look, I'm sorry for my rudeness earlier. It's just that things are tough for us merchants at the moment. Cocoon raids are so constant, so organized. We're beginning to suspect that someone is orchestrating it all. I tend to put my own welfare first, like most of us do. But that doesn't mean I'm a bad person. I promise to keep an eye out for your masked man. If I see or hear anything, you'll be the first to know. Okay, have you heard anything? 4 seconds have passed. I finally got some honest-to-God's information on your masked man. He has, I know it'd work. Why so confident? Because I saw him with my own 2 eyes. I was out for an evening stroll, minding my own business, when I noticed a column of smoke rising from a cliff over at Thol's Respite. Curious, I took myself there to find a masked man, your masked man, I'm sure of it, standing by a fire. As if in answer, some cocoon appeared soon after, and the group began talking at length. I'm afraid I was too far out of earshot to hear much of anything. After the group had dispersed, an idea came to me. If you were to use this smouldering coal to start a fire, you might be able to arrange a similar meeting. It will be dangerous, I shouldn't doubt, but you've proven yourself more than a match for a pack of rats. So what do you think? Want some sound, reliable information, even if I do say so myself? Well worth all the lingering about you've been doing, wouldn't you say? I should hope so. Where there's smoke, use the smoldering coal at the specified location. Okay, we're going up. Ah. Such beauty. Such. I wonder if Reshade would get me banned so that I could put like a path traced global illumination mod on this game. I'm sure it's got the performance to spare. Okay, we're almost there. We're almost there. Whoa! Nope. That's halfway. Okay, and this looks like right about the prescribed spot. Oh. It's over here. Oh, and it's even marked destination. Okay. I'm being followed. I'm being stalked. Okay, here we are. Destination perfect. Moldering coal. Use. You sense a hostile presence. Oh, boy. Hello. Oh, we can take you all out. That shouldn't be too hard. Here. Oh, there we are. Maybe. I think that was all of them. That was... Present the ward of the destroyer to... Okay, we're going back where we came from. Yeah, I knew that was the two of you. But that wasn't going to stop me from joking about it. Okay. So you'll promise me that the other expansions after A Realm Reborn aren't nearly so back and forthy as this one? That's kind of been the name of the game, is just talk to someone, go somewhere, talk to someone, go somewhere. Fight for like 4 seconds. Okay, we're almost here. And you know, I played the beta of A Realm Reborn years and years ago, and I don't really remember it, but I do remember thinking, man, these controls are really good for a PlayStation game. It's amazing to me that the game, that even this is such a huge, massive improvement over what 1.0 was. Like, I never got to experience 1.0, and I don't think I will ever fully understand how badly they botched it. Back so soon? Were you able to find any clues leading to your masked man? Yes, I got a ward of the Destroyer, a paper ward inscribed with a prayer to the patron deity of Alamigo, Ralgr. This scroll, it bears a prayer to Ralgr, the Destroyer. In case you're unfamiliar, Ralgr is the guardian deity of Alamigo, which is currently under Garlean rule. It's highly uncommon for folk of other nations to revere him. I'd wager my last guild that your assailant was Alamigan. It seems this masked man of yours is very well connected. Must confess, the merchant in me envies such a diverse network of contacts. That self-same merchant also senses danger ahead, and darkness besides. Are you certain you'd rather not take things nice and slow here at Highbridge? I would not. Oh, I hear kitty cat. I don't see it. That's okay. The Alamigan bandit you had a run-in with is somehow connected to your masked man of mystery. So it stands to reason that if you want to pick up the trail again, you should head toward Little Alamigo over in southern Thanalan. Just so you know what to expect, the settlement is the favored destination for those refugees who couldn't, well, adapt to life in Uldar. This is when people were complaining about the crime rate in Uldar. If you couldn't even make it there, then it's not great. The hearts of the denizens are said to be as barren as the wasteland they live in. And for all intents and purposes, it's a lawless place. Be prepared for a not-so-warm welcome. Now, I'm not certain how much help she will be, but it just so happens I have a daughter who was, relocated in Little Alamigo. Her name is Hihira, and it shouldn't hurt to seek her out first. And while you have her attention, I'd be obliged if you could send my love. Not a day goes by that I don't think of her. I suppose this is it then. I had hoped you would linger here a while. Cull some fiends, spend some coin, what have you. But something tells me you're destined for greater things. Wherever it is you end up, I wish you the best. Ending was really cool. The moon kept getting closer and monsters would start to spawn in towns. That is pretty cool. Especially the moon getting closer part. Moon hit the planet. Oh no! Link wasn't quick enough. He only had 3 days. Little Alamigo. And I'm nowhere near there, so we're going to teleport. And eat this cherry. Every drink is better with a cherry. Even if you don't drink alcohol, put cherry in a can of soda, it'll be better. Unless you're allergic to cherries. Never heard of that, but I'm sure someone is. Hello. So I feel like I should do the same accent for her as her dad because, you know, familial accent heritage.
Why, yes, Hihibaru's my father. He said what? I wish I could be a better daughter to him. It's just that... Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't bother you with family matters. But I am grateful to you for delivering the message. Now then, what brings you here? A masked man? I'm afraid the description doesn't ring any bells. But one of the others here may have seen something. I would recommend you first speak with Gunabald, the leader of the settlement. I must warn you, though, he isn't exactly accommodating to outsiders.
Gundabald. Okay.
Who are you? State your business and be quick about it.
I am Gazim, the humble thief.
Looking for a masked villain, you say? Hey, and why should we help you, pray? We struggle enough without having to answer to the whim of every outsider. You are not welcome here, begone.
Okay, well, what if I talk to you again? I know how these things work.
Frustrated as they are, the young ones here will give you quarrels simply for want of something to do. All it takes is a stray gaze. Watch yourself.
Well, that didn't work. Okay. Speak with Emblem. Wait a minute. That's the wrong one. I'm going the right way. T for 3. Isil Parrot. Now, how do I know to talk to him other than that the quest said to? There wasn't a plot reason for that. Well met, adventurer. I'm Kesselbert, head of security here at Little Alamigo. I heard tell that you had business with Gundobald. Knowing the bristly old bear, I don't doubt he told you to bugger off. Owing to their hardships, the refugees don't trust anyone but themselves. Not even my men and I can get so much as a word of thanks out of them, despite watching the place day and night. But thanks or no, I try to help my fellow man when I can, and you seem a decent sort. If you tell me what's brought you here, I might be as I can lend a hand. On the trail of a masked villain, you say? Can't say that sounds familiar, but I've been on the lookout for a Malja to the south of here. If there's been any suspicious activity there, I'd like to have seen it. I'd mind to take them each a cup of sweet dandelion tea so as to lift their spirits. If you were to run this little errand in my stead, they'd be all the more willing to tell you what they know. Deliver cups of tea to lookouts, and where are they in relation to me? We are going south. I'm just gonna go for a nice leisurely ride there. In part because I don't see any crystals there. Number 1, where are you? Oh, there you are.
Who the hell's are you? I'm trying to conserve energy here, so leave me alone.
Here, have some tea.
Well, ain't she considerate? My thanks, friend. What's that, a masked villain? Hiding among the refugees like as not. The compatriots as live here to go about as though they're dead on their feet. It's impossible to tell what's on their minds. For all I know, they're all up to no good.
Okay, number 2. We find you down here. Angry River. What a name. I can't do a River Phoenix impression, unfortunately.
You there! Are you an Amalja? No, then carry on. Ah, this sophisticated aroma. It has been forever since I had a drop of sweet dandelion. I'm going to enjoy this. What a masked man! Don't know, don't care. Unless he's got dark, scaly skin, stands 10 foams tall, and has the face of a lizard, then I don't give a moment's fart.
Thanks, buddy. Ya Zuku. Ya Zuku. Ooh. Shoo! Don't bother me! If the Amalja are over on us, I'm blaming you! What if I give you some tea? For me? You shouldn't have! Sorry, a suspicious masked man? As a matter of fact, I caught a glimpse of someone fitting that description during patrol. Well, I couldn't quite make out whether it was a man or not, what with a mask and a robe. But assuming it was a he was talking to some Alamegans. I assumed he was one of them. Return to Gisilbert. It's a shame you can't also do a chocobo sprint to go even more faster. It's a mild shame at worst, though. Okay. Up we go. Up we go. That's not the way I went out, is it? That's okay. I'm only tiny bit lost. No, that's not where he was before is what it is. Okay. Oh, so you're back. So, did my lookouts have a lot to share with you? That doesn't sound like much to go by. If you want to get any further in your investigation, seems to me you'll need the cooperation of the Alamegans. For this, you'll need to win their trust, and that won't be an easy task. Can't wear these. They're all classes, but they're weaker than what I've got. I can. Goes much faster. Well, that's good to know. But this wasn't that slow, honestly. So, you're determined to press on with your investigation? Then I have some advice to offer. As I said before, you won't get far without me. You won't get far without the Alamegans' trust. And the best way to win that trust is to get a compatriot of theirs, someone they respect, to vouch for you. Coin does the talking in Uldar, but the Alamegans are bound by something far stronger, if not as tangible. A common purpose. That purpose is, of course, the liberation of their home from the Garleans. Gondobald belongs to the Alamegan resistance, so your best bet would be someone who's part of the same crew. If you know any well-connected people, you might want to start by asking them. Oh no. Oh no. Let us return to the Waking Sands. This is it. This is what it's all about, folks. Return to the Waking Sands. I swear, if I didn't click on the map, so if it turns out Minfilia's not here, I'm going to be so annoyed. But she will be here. We all know that. Hey, fellas. Hey, Tataru, how you doing? Enter the Waking Sands. Okay, place your bets. Will I go automatically into a cutscene the moment I enter these doors? I did not! However, there's a cutscene right here.
Welcome back, Kovar. How fares the investigation? I see. Given all that they have suffered, it is of little wonder that the Alamegan refugees have lost their faith in their fellow man. They have had their homeland taken from them, and for the past 2 decades have had to remain in the enemy's clutches. To compound matters, none of the 3 city-states have the means to take in all those who are displaced. As a result, a great many Alamegans now live on the margins of society, suffering poverty and discrimination. Would that more could be done to ease their hardships. I fear that nothing short of reclaiming their homeland would be a lasting solution. But let us deal with one problem at a time. Returning to the matter of your investigation, it just so happens there is an Alamegan native among the signs. I should be pleased to introduce him to you.
These are equal to where I... Well, this one is equal. Ooh. I can't wear this. It's a shame. Plus 46 on 2 different stats. Oh, well. Take the money, I guess.
Your Alamegan comrade is named Haribert. He joined our cause in the hopes that he might find a way to liberate his homeland.
That must be why the stats are so good. Tanks need better stats. At least they need better defense stats.
While he spares no effort towards that endeavor, I have no doubt that he would be glad to assist you. If I recall correctly, Halibert is currently between missions. Try looking for him in the storage area.
Storage area? Am I navigating this place for the first time? Where is the storage area? It is to the left. 1 hop this time. Here we are. We're going this way. To the right. Everybody talk to Harbert. He looks like a douchebag.
If it isn't Comar Lockhart, the Scion's rising star, is there aught I can do for you? You wish to win the trust of the people of Little Alamigo? That is a daunting task, my friend, even for our own countrymen. I would like nothing more than to help, but I'm afraid my name no longer carries weight with that lot. I used to be a member of the Alamigan Resistance, you see, but I left in favor of joining the Scions. Though my allegiance may have shifted, my purpose remains ever the same, the liberation of Little Alamigo. Yet, whatever my reasons were, I abandoned my comrades and they'll have nothing to do with me. Now, while I may have no more friends in the Resistance, I know someone who does. Her name is Elbrida. She is a resident of Quarry Mill. Say my name when you meet her and she won't lead you astray.
Quarry Mill. Okay. The South Shroud. Okay. Well, you're just right there, aren't you? Huh? Do you want me to introduce you to the Resistance? Ha! Why the hell should I do that? Just give me one reason. Haribert sent you? That worthless Horson. He abandoned his comrades, his woman, and now he has the gall to ask me for a favor? Simply incredible. I mean, yeah. I realize Haribert was only doing what he felt was right. He's a good man. If he trusts you, then that's all I need to know. You see that bloke there? That's Mefford, a captain of the Resistance. I hope he can give you what you need. Level up! Curiosity, have I gotten anything new that's... No, I haven't. Okay. What does Mefford look like so I can do the right voice?
I'm Mefford, a proud man of the Alamigan Resistance. What business do you have with me, adventurer? Captain! It's Galleon, sir! His wound's gone infested and he's burning up! I don't think he's got much time! God damn it, I asked the villagers for aid, got on my knees and begged, but they refused to lift a finger. If Galleon dies, his blood is on their hands. These Quarry Mill cravens would turn a blind eye to our plight, but they might listen, Breda. I fear my anger will prevent me from rightly convincing anyone at the moment. I realize we scarce know each other, but this is a matter of life and death. Please, adventurer, go to her and try.
Well, okay. What was the word I said? Back and forthy? One of Mefford's in bad shape, you say? I'm sorry, but there's naught I can do. I want to help, truly I do. They're my countrymen, after all, but I don't mean going against the elemental's wills. I've been at Quarry Mill long enough to know how right terrible the beings can be. I couldn't forgive myself if everyone gets banished because of me. If there's anyone who can help you, it'd be Charlene, the hamlet's resident healer. If you take the matter to her, might be she'll listen. I wouldn't get my hopes up. You having a laugh game? Okay. What do you look like? You wish to aid the Alamegans? You're possessed of a kind heart, adventurer, but I'm afraid I have not the authority to grant you your wish. The authority belongs to only to the elementals, eternal guardians of the Twelveswood. All outsiders, be they babes at the breast or men grown, are judged of a night whether they may have a place beneath the boughs. Alas, the Alamegans' petition has been denied. Harsh though it may seem, they do not have leave to receive of the wood's bounty. Ever has it been since time immemorial, and never shall it be. Turn to Mefford. Okay. Well, I talked to 2 people and got nothing.
That's how it's to be then. The bloody hero might as well kill Galleon herself. Spit on the elementals and spit on their bloody will. Cannot wait until the resistance is free of this place.
Place.
I led my men to Quarry Mill hoping to find refuge. Instead, we found indifference. The cold-blooded bastards here want us out, and I can't oblige them soon enough. The problem is, some of mine aren't fit to travel. Those Galleon can't even stand. As you well know, the people of this accursed hamlet won't help us, so I have no choice but to turn to you, adventurer. Here in my homeland, long antelope horn is a traditional remedy with poison-purging properties. If you could bring me, say, 4 horns, I'd forever be in your debt.
Where are those? Those are not far from here, honestly. Okay, well, it's Chocobo time! Do 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 do.
Ya dum ba da dum bum bo.
I'm in the right place. What do I need to take out? Antelope stags. Well, that one just died, and I don't know how. There must be some other player who's invisible to me. That's okay, there's enough antelope stags to go around. There we go, that's 2. And this will be the last one. Bam! Feel like Emerald Lagasse here. I'm sure he's got that trademarked. Bam. Okay, what do we got here? We got 4 horns from your homeland, 6 feet away from where we were. Other players on different instances based on story progression in these zones. I was just wondering what was killing that antelope stag. Because it looked like it was dying, but I couldn't see any other players or anything.
Oh, you're back. Tell me you've got 4 horns with you.
I do.
Oh, godsend, adventurer. Praise Raga, there's at least one man in this place who gives a damn. Now we just need to find a way to prepare him. You wouldn't happen to know a man named Buscaron, would you?
I do!
Some comrades of mine told me about him once. He said he never turns away folk in need, no matter where they're from. Being he runs a tavern, he's like to have the tools to make the medicine. I'll be grateful if you could take the horns over to him to have them ground down. When that's done, bring the powder back and give it to Faramund here. Godspeed.
I don't remember where he is, but... Do I not? Is there not a crystal here? Well, I'm already over here. I might as well just ride. No sense teleporting, I guess. That's okay. We can make this work. Wait. Oops. I pressed sprint. I meant to press chocobo. That'll cost me some time. Not much, but some. A non-zero amount of time. The unfortunate truth about me is that I'm impatient as all get out, and I try to play every game as though I'm speedrunning it, even if it's my first time ever seeing the game. That leads to some poor gameplay choices sometimes. Hello?
Ah, Kovar, ever a sight for sore eyes. How fares the adventuring? Rolling in the coin like there's no tomorrow, no doubt. You've got something to show me.
Yes.
Oh, these look like a good old antelope horns.
What was I? I was doing Cornish for him, wasn't I?
Need them ground down to make a medicine, you say? Here's a better idea. I'll give you some of the stuff I have in my stores. I are no stranger to the remedy. An Alamegan friend once used it to treat my festering wound years and years ago. Safe to say, saved my life. What's that? This is for an Alamegan soldier in Quarry Mill. So it comes full circle. Well, I hope it helps the poor sod as he needs it. Oh, and don't worry your little head off about payment. I still owe you a deal more than you owe me, I reckon.
Let's go back. I could warp this time, but it's such a short ride. I might as well just ride it and save the couple $100. Okay. Yeah, this isn't a long trip at all. It's a brief respite from dialogue that gives me a chance to drink some water. Fate joined. I'm not doing a fate. And hey, guy, I've got you the thing for you to give to the other guy.
It is well to see you return. I've you the medicine for our brother. God bless you, adventurer. I'll see that Galleon receives treatment at once. Hopefully this will allow the captain to rest easier. There's been a terrible burden on him trying to keep every man alive. You've done us a great kindness, friend.
Oh, God. Sad. I gotta go to a shop. Because I've got stuff to sell. I like silver pieces and stuff. Those for 500 gil. Those for 100 gil. Yeah, look, my inventory's filling right up. I'm using nothing.
Adventurer, Galleon has gone missing. He's nowhere to be found. He shouldn't be walking about, not with those wounds. If he doesn't get the proper medicine and rest, his condition is likely to deteriorate to where it was before. Or worse. We need you to help us find him, and quickly. Start by asking our breeder. Might be the woman seen something.
Breeder, huh? Okay. Finally, it's about time you came asking about Galleon. I watched him leave Quarry Mill some time ago, and he left me the sealed letter before he went off. Made me swear not to open it until someone came asking. My brothers, I cannot bear to be a burden any longer. That is what I must leave you all. Do not worry for me. Just find your way safely to Little Alamigo. Blast it. What that I'd known what he was thinking, I'd have stopped this folly myself. The love Galleon bears for his brothers is so strong, he's willing to sacrifice himself for them. Make no mistake, entering the wood in his weakened state is suicide. Well, I'll refer to you. What do I do now?
Out in the wilds alone. That fool. That great big sentimental fool. My men and I will scout a wood for Galleon. Please help us find him before something terrible happens.
That is this way. Not even that far. He just got slightly lost at the goblins' meet. Or just past it. There you are, buddy. How you doing?
Watch out! A goblin!
Oh no! I do not recall authorizing goblins in this area. Goblin down.
Galleon! Captain, but why? You should all be on your way. Who do you take us for? We're Alamegans, and Alamegans never forsake one another. Hardships be damned. Remember the oath we swore, goddammit, the oath to reclaim our homeland. We'll set foot on Alamegan soil again, together or not at all. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
Good. Let us return to our brothers. And don't even think that you'll get off lightly. As soon as you're healed, well, I'll give you such a thorough thrashing, you'll wish we didn't find you. Thank you enough for saving Galleon. I will see you back at Quarry Mill.
Or it's British, it's probably Quarry Mill. I'm thinking about all the little nuances of the accents I'm doing. Probably better than your average American actor / voice actor, but probably not nearly authentic. The average is just really poor. This was so close I didn't even get on a chocobo. I just walked there.
Galleon's expected to make a full recovery. We'll linger here till he's strong enough to take the road again. As much as I mislike this place, beggars can't be choosers.
We get to choose the elegant silver piece.
Now that things are relatively settled, I seem to recall that you wanted something of me. You've proven a true friend of my people. Ask of me anything and it's yours, so long as it's mine to give. The cooperation of the people of Little Alamigo, that's all. Far be it from me to question your desires, of course. Very well, I will provide you with a letter to show to Gundobald. The old bear was my mentor when I first joined the Resistance. He's intimidating to those who don't know him, but he takes care of his own. I've no doubt that he will do all in his power to aid you.
Merchant! Merchant! I can buy from you. Sure would be nice if I could filter by only stuff that I can wear or use. Here we go. This is the stuff. Yeah. That'll do. And you've got arms. And I'm buying nothing. Okay. But I'm looking for merchant I can sell to. Mender. Oh, I can sell by clicking items in my inventory. Let's see. There we go. I'll look through my other stuff some other time, maybe. Now I need to go back to Gundobald, who is at Little Alamigo, which is... way over here. All I really achieved by changing my armor a little bit, well, first of all, I need to equip it. But all I'm really achieving is that now I might need to update my my thumbnails. It's not even a big improvement. Hello, Gundobald! I know you liked me so much before.
Why have you returned? You're not welcome here. I thought I made that clear. You spoke with Mefrid? It's been so long since I last heard from him. I ain't feared and dead, 12 be praised. Whoever you are, Mefrid sees you as a friend, and any friend of Mefrid is a friend of mine. I know this masked stranger you seek. Will tell you what I can.
Well, then tell me then.
An outsider resembling your masked stranger has reportedly been appearing near Little Alamigo as of late. What's more, it seems that some of our young bloods are meeting him in secret. No doubt you'll want to question them about their trysts, but they are not like to yield the information readily to an outsider. If you tell them I sent you, though, they may well feel obliged to talk.
Okay. Hello, Waldhar.
Master man, no idea what you're talking about. I've done nothing wrong, so leave me be.
Gundabald sent you? Oh, crap, I skipped it. Oh, you don't know anything about this? Why didn't you say so to start with? You can't throw the old bear's name around like that and expect me not to think I'm in for it. Well, okay, so I missed part of that dialogue, but that's okay. Now we're going this way. And we're sprinting, because I just remembered that. I'm making myself dizzy with this. I don't mean to do that. Let's see. You... Ifrid.
What? Have I been meeting any masked men lately? Let's see. No, can't say I have, but I'll be sure to tell all my friends you're looking for them.
I don't believe you. Any of that.
There's a bunch been skulking about right suspicious, but I've got nothing to do with them. I know trouble when I see it, and that there's trouble, mark me words.
Well, that's something. We're gonna take the shortcut back. We can't go that way. We're gonna take the long way back. Okay, and it's just across these planks here. And through this tunnel. There you are. I talked to him.
So you indeed confirm my suspicions about a masked man. That is most troubling. Whatever the young ones are scheming, it can lead to no good end. There's an anger inside them. You can see it in their eyes. Hard to know, for it once burned within me as well.
I can do this.
A few decades ago, the same anger drove me and my brothers to rise against the despot who ruled Alamigo.
I could zoom all the way in.
Naught would do but to depose him and usher in a revolution. Well, we got our revolution all right, but it cost us our freedom. Blinded by our hate, we didn't realize that we'd been dancing to the Empire's tune. By the time we did, it was too late. Alamigo had fallen. There are times when a man must be patient. Now is such a time, though the young ones know this not. Unless we intervene, they are like to commit great folly. If you learn aught of their plans, I would thank you to bring word to me.
None of these matter. Let's do paralysis one. And this seems like as good a time as any to stop for the evening. We're between stuff. We got to talk to Fremthing, who got that long, silky silver hair that's mysteriously separated from his neck. What's gravity doing? But no, I'm going to go ahead and call it. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I will be back on Wednesday with part 2 of Majora's Mask. Saturday, I'm continuing Hollow Knight. Monday is Hi-Fi Rush. It should be about 2 more Monday. However you count it. My intent is to next play Final Fantasy XIV again on the 23rd, November 23rd. I love you all much. I appreciate you, and I wish you peace. Until next time, bye-bye.